The theme for this year's AMRE is international programs and doing business outside of France. Can you tell me what you think the key risks and also opportunities are for French businesses in that realm?
Well, if you look at it from the insureds, from the end customers' point of view, I think the key risk is to choose the right partner. Mm-hmm. Many people will tell you what they can all do, but in most countries, many of our competitors, including us, will get it done, but then you usually have about 5 or 10% of the countries of a given customer which are difficult, where there is, let's say, little proven track, and where one sometimes spontaneously needs to find a specific solution, and for that one needs extremely experienced people. And once you set an international program up from the customer's perspective or the broker's perspective, it is very difficult and cumbersome to change it every year. So you want to choose your partner very carefully. Obviously also the financial strength is another prerogative. The technical know-how as such, I think, is important, but if you have the right skills on board at the head office level, I think that is theoretically the most easy to come by.
What are the key criteria for choosing the right partner that you just talked about? What are you really looking for in that?
Well, what we would like to think, how people see us is, first of all, we are very long-term in the industrial insurance business. You get some lines of business like liability, which we tend to call long-tail risks, meaning the claims only come very many years after the actual policy has been done. And obviously you want someone who is still in the business when the claim comes, and who is also still in the business of multinational programs when the claim comes, and also the units around the world which then have to handle that claim should ideally still be part of that group, and not because of merger and acquisition or divestiture activities now belong to somebody else. So longevity and long-term orientated strategy is one important thing. The other is financial strength. We have seen, let's say in the last 5-6 years, some people, some companies, insurance companies getting into financial difficulties where 5 years earlier one would never have dreamt of. So that is the second criteria. And the third one in my view is you want to have somebody where industrial insurance business is at the core of the company's activities, and not something which you can either do or not do depending on how the market develops. That in my view are, next to technical expertise and a worldwide global network, the most important criteria.
Now, there are a number of French businesses now looking to move their enterprise beyond, certainly beyond French and European borders. Which regions are they looking at most to grow into?
What I observe from Germany, of course I'm not so much into the French market as many other people, so I'm not possibly totally qualified to answer this, but what I can say is that because of the historical ties, I think French companies are a lot better positioned than many others to move into the Sub-Saharan Africa region. Obviously French companies, like many others from Europe, also move into Southeast Asia. China is a big market, India is a big market, Brazil is a big market, yes, those BRIC countries. And I think also that French companies are very well positioned to move into Latin America. So those are currently the areas where we have to be prepared and able to follow our customers with solutions which they are used to from their home markets or from their traditional continental European foreign subsidiaries.